I've got a game I've been after for a while, and it is X-Men Children of the Atom for Sega Saturn, released in 1996, port of the arcade game. It's a Capcom fighting game, so sort of like a X-Men version of Street Fighter. The reason I wanted this was I want to get into the Marvel vs Capcom sort of series, but I wanted to start sort of where it all began. So also this is probably the cheapest of the sort of Marvel games to pick up. So yeah, released in 1996, so I'll put this in. I'm not sure what my Saturn's doing at the moment. I'll just reset it and hit record. So I've only got the disc for this one, but pretty cheap to pick up. It's not rare or anything like that. Some of the Marvel, for example, X-Men vs Street Fighter on the Saturn's pretty expensive. You're probably better off going for the Jap import if you want that game. So unlike the SNK games, this one doesn't use the RAM cart, which is a bonus if you want to pick it up, because it means that you don't have to buy anything extra. Obviously it's based on the comic. There's also cartoons and whatever of the X-Men. They're all pretty cool. I used to collect all the figures and that when I was a kid. So nice little arcade intro. Let's skip that, and we're loading. It's a cool console for 2D fighters, the Saturn. Definitely recommend picking one up. You probably already have one if you're into 2D fighters. Good thing about it is that the controller's also very good. So we'll jump into options, turn the difficulty down because I've not played this really. So arcade mode, see what characters we've got. Load times aren't bad so far, so Storm I think, yes, Cyclops, Wolverine, Omega Red, not sure who he is, Sentinel, Spiral, Silver Samurai, Psylocke, Colossus, Iceman. So I don't remember a couple of them from the TV series and whatnot that I used to watch, but got 10 characters. It's just decided to pick Storm for me. Yeah, I'm not sure whether there's any hidden characters or anything like that. I've not researched that yet, so let's go in the middle with number 2. So interesting that it gives you a sort of turbo mode in the start, because with not sure what this is, auto guard. Yeah, this Street Fighter series, obviously they release games and then they release turbo versions of the games and that sort of thing, but I'm guessing that they weren't counting on selling too many of these discs.
Round 1.
Not sure whether it would have had the turbo in the arcade or not. Very nice graphics, smooth animations. Yeah, so it plays pretty similar to Street Fighter, but it's a bit more over the top. Got the same sort of style of music, I'd say. don't know any of the special moves or anything, so let's see. Well, I've been KO'd on my first fight. It's not quite as easy as the like Street Fighter games. You expect to jump in, and on easy mode, you know, it's really easy. Street Fighter 2 on easy mode, the opponents practically don't move in the earlier rounds. So interesting then that you can move through different parts of the stage. I'm guessing there's like activation points where if you do a certain sort of move in a certain place, then it'll move the screen. Also interesting to note that the screen moves up on the backdrop that it's on, so it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna have to that's just fucked up, so I'm gonna have to change the quality here on the PC. MPEG 2 DVD fast. Let's try this, see if this sorry about that, sometimes we do have these technical difficulties, but I prefer to grin and bear it than re-record stuff all the time, you know. Very nice controller, the Saturn controller for these sort of games. There's some sort of power bar in the corner, but I'm not sure how we use that at the moment. I think I'm going to quit and change my character now. Professor X. Who's Professor X? Was Professor X a guy in the wheelchair? I thought he had a different name. Why it won't just let me have? There we go. Game over. Ooh, first place. And I didn't really do anything. Didn't even win a fight, and I got first place in the leaderboard. You'd think they'd actually put some made up scores in there, so you have to sort of complete the arcade mode or whatever. Oh, somehow got more points than the person who did 16 wins. Yeah, that makes sense. Why is it showing me all this again when I've just seen it all? That's annoying. Right. Time to check an email on my phone, and it's a YouTube reply. Arcade versus battle mode. I don't know. Let's jump in on arcade again with a different character. Hopefully this will go a bit smoother. Let's try Wolverine. He's probably my favourite X-Men character, so we'll have him automatic again, so I'm crap. Interesting that these Saturn controllers, while they're good for these sort of games, Sega controllers always have a loose sound to them, you know, the buttons are a bit loose. So I'm fighting the bitch I was just playing as, who's probably actually one of my least favourite X-Men characters. Doesn't feel as slick controlling Wolverine. Might just be a delay, slight delay on the video capture or something like that. Certainly doing a bit better, I think. yeah, one of the downsides of this game is obviously it's not got a ridiculous amount of characters. I think X-Men vs Street Fighter hasn't got that many characters either. It's only got a few from each game sort of thing. But yeah, the Marvel vs Capcom games, that's where you want to be looking if you want a ridiculous amount of characters. All sorts in them games. Come on, you fucking cunt. Fucking bitch. Yeah, it feels like, rather than having a console game difficulty, that the difficulty is the difficulty that you'd set on the arcade machine. Because I'd be hopeless at this in an arcade with a fire stick, so I don't like fire sticks. Oh, fuck's sake. Obviously I'd be a lot better if I wasn't just playing this for the first time. If I actually knew some special moves rather than just spamming. Come on, do her in! Oh, fuck's sake. There seems to be a lot of sort of combo breakers or whatever, which is kind of frustrating when you start a game and you don't know what you're doing. Thanks Bob, I needed the workout. Really. Da na 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 na. Sorry, random load screen humming. So that's annoying. I hate it when they put like little pointless screens in. Might as well just skip straight to the fight rather than showing you a pointless bloody screen of nothingness. What the fuck, this guy's fucked up. This is something that they really they really get it right with these Marvel games. Capcom do with the how they can make a huge character sort of fit into the same game as your regular sort of size Wolverines, etc. So I remember I did have one of the Marvel vs Capcom games. I think it was on the Xbox, the original one, but I never really played it. And yeah, they had some massive characters in that, proper take up the whole screen. But yeah, some games like, for example, Tekken, when they put enlarged, usually they'll put boss in when they release a new Tekken game, and usually the boss will be someone oversized, and the character just never feels right. I suppose part of it's to do with because they're in 3D and they've got the collision detection and whatever to deal with, but yeah, so it's pretty shit. So interesting, it seems to tell you a move to do. It's showing you how to dash when the load screen comes up. Let's try Cyclops. Let's try fast. Automatic again because I'm still shit. Whew, so far I've been playing it for about 10 minutes and I've beat one person. Yeah, as you can tell, I fucking suck at this. Come on. Of quite obviously I suck at this game, but it's pretty disappointing for me that they haven't put an easier difficulty level into it, because I feel like I can't really get into it, and I don't want to play practice mode because that's boring. I want a difficulty level where I can really get into the game.
Round 2.
God knows what it's like on the hardest mode. That's just ridiculous. I mean, not really something to compare it to, but for example Tekken, I can play that on hard mode and, you know, get at least halfway through the arcade mode and not get beat. But here I'm just getting pulverised. Fucking easy mode. Fuck's sake. Yeah, pretty annoying. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day at that because I'm just gonna keep fucking losing. But overall, if you're into 2D fighters, I imagine you'll be a lot better than me at this. If you're, you know, some sort of Street Fighter expert, probably if you like King of Fighters, all that sort of stuff, then you'll enjoy this one. But for someone like me who hasn't invested a lot of time in these sort of games so far, you'll probably find it pretty difficult. I mean, I'm quite good at Street Fighter 2, but it's probably because I learned all the moves, you know, when it sort of came out. But yeah, if you're a big fan of 2D fighters, then definitely pick this one up. Or you could just skip to the later games, you know, the Marvel vs. Capcoms of the world, but definitely start off with this one. Sort of you'll earn your stripes on this because it does seem pretty difficult to me. So that's X-Men Children of the Atom for the Sega Saturn. Well worth picking up if you're after a challenging 2D fighting game.